First play, Watson to the air. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Watson now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jermaine Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. A give running right is Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his right. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. York able to send this one through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. When you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 30 on second down. Wilson. Pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Open man is Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A give. This is Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Watson now to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They go play action with Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground with a tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now it's Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There's Wilson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining